Episode 41. This seat is taken.
The glowing woman, appearing in the center of the room, looked like Linuka's mother. Sharp cheekbones, the straight Omga nose, and the narrow lips Linuka had inherited. Shoulder-length black hair, elegant and alive. The remnants had told her a human avatar broadcast hit the battle cruiser, asking for Linuka. Alarming, but also curious. Once the avatar projected into an empty crew quarter, the privacy requested felt like a trap. Whoever this stranger was, she appealed to hardwired human emotions. Who was my mother? This was just some woman of a similar type, not her mother. She knew she was about to be manipulated, but she was dying to find out how. How did you know how to contact me? I got access to the frequencies to reach remnant ships. I thought that was a well-kept assembly secret, officially fighting the marauders, secretly trying to enlist them into government programs. Lady Omga, you are as well informed as I imagined. I am Rij Kuxos. Lady Omga, respectful but avoiding the Shaji's title. Measured, calculating, an assembly member? Who are you to me? Asked Linuka. We almost served in the same government. I was the Minister for Economy, appointed by Regent Drem Rinsash. You might have been too young to remember, but I spearheaded the campaign to control rampant inflation after the Ancestry dissolved. Save the Wegker. You remember, how lovely. Indeed, this was our slogan. A bit plump, I admit, but the program stabilized the Alu- core worlds financially and helped retain the traditional currency. What has it to do with me? My second term was supposed to begin with your declaration as head of state for the regencies of Alu-. Sorry, I was deposed by a coup. I hope this didn't cause too much trouble. But it did indeed, a blunder instigated by irresponsible people. A major mistake, one I am trying to correct. What do you want? I want to open a dialogue. I bring good news, bad news, and I have one question. Linuka was certain someone using secret assembly frequencies could only bear bad news. There's nothing to start a dialogue like bad news. Let's have it. The vacant position in the chamber, left by your late mother, the Shaji's Sia, it has been filled. By me. I am the 319th member of the assembly. Nothing was as cruel as reality. This woman, daring to look like a cheap copy of her mother, now desecrated the seat of Kelchada, galactic savior, and her mother, the ancestor queen. You got big shoes to fill, lady. Her quip was like a half-hearted slap, hitting hardened power armor. This Rij woman had destroyed Linuka with one sentence. Linuka was foolish, lazy, and arrogant for assuming Sia Omga's assembly seat was still open, setting in motion a grand plan for changing galactic politics, influencing from the shadows, power broker style. Oh yes, Linuka could run missions, buy a Traz, deceive AI cores, deploy Marines, infiltrate places, steal stuff, kidnap her aunt. She was daring. She was brave. She was a stupid Empets. She had powers, but hadn't learned how to wield power. Linuka was a child. And this woman, she had blocked the critical path to her glorious plan, and she knew it. Why? Asked Linuka. Would I care about this? Had I wanted to claim that seat, I would have done so a long time ago. Why didn't she claim the seat before? Why didn't her father, who was a Magi-Maius member of the assembly, push for her inclusion? Because she was a born immortal? Because it was too dangerous? No. Oh no. It was because she was a child not ready to face the starflare heat of galactic politics. And she still couldn't handle it today. I do not pretend to understand your endgame, but it is obvious you abducted the Shaji's Vrishani for a reason. If you wanted her dead, we would have found her slain in her palace. You took her because she has value. But a Shaji's of Alu- has only value in one of two places in the galaxy. One is on the throne of the ancestor rulers. That is where you took her from. The only other place is the assembly. You wanted to install Vrishani Omga in the chamber, taking your mother's place, potentially leading the largest human voting bloc. Did the multiverse mock her? Were the realities tired of Linuka bending and breaking the rules? Rij might appear like a faded specter of Sia Omga, but she wielded the brutal analysis her mother was infamous for. Or she had help. Bravo, Assembly Member Rij, said Linuka. Your multi-awareness program is paying off. So many great insights. Ah yes, you are talking about the keyframe program, another folly fomented by the same person. Linuka inhaled. The reality split, but not far. No distinctive breaks between the alternatives. This conversation was pivotal, one of the rare moments the multiverse lacked creativity and funneled all world lines through a small set of options, all of which had the same answer. Latnuk Ruptima. Indeed, said Reg, creator of the amnesty option for dark AI remnants, benefactor of the Human AI Interface program, and mastermind behind the coup which dethroned you, Lady Amda. Don't trust Ruptima were the last words her father had spoken in this reality. He had known. He always knew. This is how he saved the galaxy. He knew what he was doing. Linuka exhaled. Why are you telling me all this? Oh, this is the good news. The Assembly is not your enemy. Never was. Your enemy is Latnuk Ruptima, not the institution your own father helped recreating. You mean the same institution my mother was set on destroying? Reg Kuxos tilted her head. Why would this give her pause? Siya Anga planning to blow up the Grand Chamber, including its human occupants, was not a secret. Certainly not for the Assembly members. I never thought about your parents as diverging role models, said Reg. Two paths to consider: overthrowing the government or reforming it. Both my parents were bankers, so I became a banker. And now the Assembly wants to appeal to my father's side of my genetic makeup. Be friends? No, said Reg. I would not insult you by pretending to be your friend. But I also do not want to be your enemy. You have proven to be highly capable by taking possession of key strategic assets in this galaxy. You have close connections to all non-human factions, powers beyond immortality, and you are on a collision course with the Assembly. The woman smiled. The good news is we do not have to be opponents. After you procured the sphere drive, you had been absent for a good part of the spin, so I venture to assume whatever you needed to do or prepare is now done. You are ready for the next step, your last remaining enemy, and I will bring Ruptima down with you. Expose his schemes, how he wronged your family, and you. The reality showed no immediate deception. Reg was not a child, and her plans were likely of a long-term nature, but everything she said rang true. And this leads me to my question, Lady Amga. What would you need from me? What can the Assembly, do to appeal to your side who wants to better the galaxy, not burn it down? Reg kept calling her Lady Amga, but she wanted her to be Kelchada's daughter. Did they send her a Siya Amga lookalike envoy, not to please, but repel her from her Amga past? The Vinaz, the cruel line of the family? 100% pure Assembly diplomacy. Diplomacy? Linuka sighed. Why not? Vrishani Amga, playfully skipping through the Chase corridor somewhere, enjoying her adventure, was supposed to placate a hostile galaxy, smooth things over with the Assembly, buy a future for her selfless holy warriors, and maybe even for herself. Her father had died so that she could live. Linuka stepped close to Reg Kuxos's avatar. Has my father officially been declared dead by the Assembly? Your father? No. We did not want to be. This is the one thing you can do for me, said Linuka. Declare Kelchada dead.